welcome back to the AM show. Now, we have a thrilling treat for you today on this Halloween. Joining us is a true creative genius in the world of makeup artistry. She's the owner of The Celebrationists NYC, which is a top-rated company specializing in entertainment for all kinds of parties and events. With a passion for the art of makeup and a flair for the dramatic at times, Kathy Alexandria has been captivating clients with her jaw-dropping Halloween looks for years. From enchanting fairies to spine-chilling monsters like you see right here, her talents knows no bounds. Today, she is here to share her secrets, her tips, and some fantastic Halloween inspiration that will elevate your spooky celebrations to the next level. So please welcome the incredibly talented Kathy Alexandria. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy to have you here. Now, can we put some of those photos up on the screen right now? Because as we were talking, I mean, look at this work that you do. It always just absolutely blows my mind. So I guess my first question is, how long have you been working in the makeup industry?
Wow, probably close to 15 years now.
15 years. That's exciting. And is this always something that you wanted to do? Did you always know that this would be your career?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It took a while for me to kind of land on it, I think, but I was always very artistic in high school and when I was younger, and always very into makeup. And then it kind of, I think I got a Snazaroo face paint kit from my mom when I was 16, and I never looked back. Like it was just it from there.
Something just kind of like clicked inside you, like, oh, okay, this is fun. This is what I'd love to do.
Yeah. I was really good at it, and I was like, okay, I can make money off of this. And I had no idea where I would be now back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been so cool.
Well, let's talk about the origin. So you get that face paint kit. You're able to realize, hey, I have the talent, I have the skill to do this. So how did your career just start to blossom? Because we're gonna get to where you're at today. I mean, you run your own company and it's very successful. But how did you get your launch in the industry?
I started out face painting for some like entertainment companies and for some friends, and I would do like markets and things like that. My mom always like really pushed me to put myself out there because I'm kind of the one to sit back and let things happen. Yeah. And she's very like, go out into the world and get it.
Don't you love that though? Yeah. Moms are so fun like that. I feel like we can all like kind of relate to that because they want the best for us, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So she was able to push you into certain, just kind of putting your stuff out there.
Yes, she definitely pushed me. She drove me to my interviews. She helped me so much.
Yeah.
And with that, and face painting with other companies and things like that, I started to branch out onto my own a little bit and doing like personal jobs. And then it wasn't until recently actually where I met like the entire group of face painters in New York City, which there was so many and I had no idea. We were like all living parallel to each other. And I was introduced to them recently by one of my face painting friends, Annalie. And from there, everything happened so fast after that. That was like 2 years ago, I think.
So there's like a whole crew of face painting in New York City.
There's so many.
Wow, it's like this underground face painting world. That's so cool. I mean, the video we just had up would look like an old man that you had to create. Yeah. So that's a lot different than just getting a face painting kit. So like, how did you start to learn how to use prosthetics, create the fake nose, the wrinkles, everything that you see that people want for Halloween, right? What was that journey like for you?
So I actually went to makeup school. I did the Makeup Forever Master's Program, and their school's in Soho, and that was kind of affirming to me that I had the skills to be a makeup artist, because I would dabble here and there, but I wasn't really confident that I was like a professional, because you see like all these amazing pictures and things like that, and I was like, first of all, I was only like 20, so I was really young, and I'm like, okay, let me see how I can be a makeup artist, and going to the school taught me so many things. They even had a section on face painting and body painting, and they did some work with prosthetics and stuff, and that's where I kind of got my start. And then from there, it was just practicing.
Yeah. You were able to hone in on your craft there.
Yeah, YouTube is great for
Yeah,
learning
YouTube
things.
school, right? YouTube University, people like to call it, right? No,
Yeah.
it's wonderful the stuff that you can find on there. So, okay, so now we know kind of the origin. Now, what made you want to kind of branch out on your own and create this successful event company that you have now, The Celebrationists NYC? Tell us about that.
Wow. It was just after I met all the artists, and we kind of all got to know each other, and they had already known each other for years. So here I am coming into the scene as a new person.
Yeah.
But I already had the experience because I had been doing this for a long time. We all became really fast friends, and we all help each other out with gigs when we have clients that need something, and maybe I'm not available, but I know another artist who is.
Yeah.
And so there are agents like that who do all of the sourcing for the clients, and they find the artists, and the client only has to go one place. She can get her balloons, she can get her face painting, she can get her glitter tattoos, her concessions, whatever she needs for her party. And I was like, okay, let me take this seriously. Let me, start paying taxes.
Running a business. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, you can have the idea, but it's the execution of all that and then becoming a small business owner. What has that been like for you?
It has been a surreal experience, I think, because I never would have imagined that I would be part of something like so big and something that it's kind of just me creating this thing.
Yeah.
And all the help that I've received from my friends, my family, all the support that they've given me has really been just like fantastic. I feel like I can go out and do anything and try anything because I'm not afraid to fail. Because nothing catastrophic is gonna happen. I'll just get right back up and continue going.
What a great mindset to have. And that's not an easy perspective to gain. And you credit that to the support you have around you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 My husband, my mother, my friends, my colleagues, everybody.
Yeah, and also what you're doing too, I feel like it's a lot of networking because just you had listed some of it, but yeah, you offer face painting, balloon twisting, magic shows, slime celebrations, concessions, but those are different vendors, right? That you kind of bring together for one event. So how important is that networking in what you do with your business?
It's super important.
Yeah.
Most of the things that we do at The Celebrationists, I actually do myself.
Okay.
So like the face paint, the balloons, the slime, the hair braiding, the glitter tattoos, the henna, the airbrush tattoos, the Halloween make, all of that I do myself.
You do all that? What? I was like, okay, hang on. She has to have like 10 vendors here when I was reading it. Wow, very talented. Okay.
But obviously I can't be in the same place
Yeah.
50 different times.
Yeah.
So I have all these amazing artists that work together with me, and the only thing I really don't do is magic shows.
Yeah, you're not a magician. No,
I'm not a performer. No, I'm not a performer.
That's okay.
I'm an artist.
But you get someone else to come and do that. I mean, that's so fun. So tell us a little bit about what happens. Like, what's the process like when a client comes to you and they want to throw a birthday party for their 10-year-old daughter? Where do you go from there? Do you try to figure out immediately what the theme is and then you try to put everything in place from there? Or what's kind of that process like for maybe someone who's like, hang on, I am horrible at throwing parties. I can hire someone to do that. I didn't even know I could do that.
Yep. So when you go to our website, there's like a gigantic list of things you can check off of what you're interested in. And we have Monica, my mom, who does the office work, I guess you could say. And so she'll go through and say, okay, you're interested in this, 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 and this. With all the other information that we have, like how many guests, how much time you have, we'll kind of work with the client to see what fits best for their vision. Because like if you have 50 kids in only an hour and you want face painting, that's not really feasible.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna work with one artist. You're gonna need 5, 6 artists to complete all of those kids in 1 hour. So that's how we work with them to manage expectations, because we always want to make sure that everything we deliver is like a magical experience. We want the client to kind of sit back and say, okay, I've sent this to them, they'll handle it, and we can just enjoy the party. because that's what I really like. I'm always working. So when I have parties for my own kids, I don't do anything.
Good for you. You're like, no, can someone else handle this?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's like, oh, is there going to be face painting at the kids' party? No, not by me. I'll hire somebody, which I have. I hired people, my colleagues, to do face painting and balloons at the kids' parties, but not me.
No, you know the best people too. You're like, no, they can come for this one now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. You have to relax with that. But I think that it's fascinating and it's fantastic because I feel like sometimes when you hear, oh, event planner, it may sound like too expensive and all of that, but you provide services to kind of just like average people who just need help with those parties. So I think it's so important for that. But I just wanted to know also, like, when do you feel most satisfied? Like, because you do these all the time, and I'm sure sometimes it gets repetitive. But when do you feel like the most like, okay, I did it?
Well, when I'm in the job, I feel the most satisfied when you get that mirror moment with the kid, and they tell you they're super excited. They sit in your chair. They tell you what they want. You paint them, and then they're so excited to see themselves. They're like, their eyes light up. It's just like wonder. And that is just fantastic. That's like my favorite part.
There's nothing like joy in a kid's eyes, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's the best. It's the best to see that. Now, speaking of kids, what is like the biggest difference or the biggest, I mean, I think we'll know the difficulty between doing the kids and doing adults, especially for Halloween. Do you have to kind of be a little bit careful not to go too on the scary route for the kids? Do they freak out too much or?
It depends. For when I'm painting, I don't do a lot of kids' Halloween makeup because I'm more focused on adult events because I have everybody come to a salon. Because I used to travel, it just wasn't. It was too much work. So I have them all come to the salon, and then I'll set the appointments one after the other. But in face painting, I'm doing a whole bunch of kids all at this party. So it's a lot more simplified because we're not doing like full entire faces. Usually we'll stick to like a half face or forehead or something like that. And it's not makeup. So it's a little bit, there's not really fluffy brush blending with eyeshadow. There's no lashes, there's no mascara, there's no, things like that. So it's a little bit easier to do the kids' parties, but it's kind of like one after the other. So when I get to do Halloween makeup, I get to spend a lot of detailed time with that one person.
Yeah.
And we get to bring like this super crazy vision to life.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
It's so, I mean, we were just looking at some images while you were speaking of some of that fun and that creativity that you were able to see. And I know today's Halloween, but parties were happening last weekend. Like, people were going all out. So what's your experience been like this year? Have you noticed any trends this year from last year? Or?
Yes. What I've been hearing from my clients is apparently I've been showing up on Google as one of the top 2 or 3 search results for Halloween makeup artists in NYC.
Hey, there you go. Good for you.
I figured that out today.
We bring the best here on the show, guys. Don't you forget it.
So I've learned that from them. I had no idea. And it explains why it's just been so crazy busy this year. This year from last year I felt like I was really busy last year, but this year is a different story.
Yeah, isn't that what you want? Right?
Yeah,
isn't that like the good kind of? Yeah, but it's also just kind of managing that. But what about looks? What are people going for this year? Where have you gotten asked to do the most?
A lot of sugar skulls always. We always get the Day of the Dead sugar skulls. That's been the same as last year. A lot of Jokers this year, which I did have a few last year, but skulls are always super popular.
Yeah.
Whether they're like the Dia de los Muertos skulls or like a regular scary skull, those have to be like the top one that everyone wants.
Yeah, just to get it solved. But is it just like you're like, oh, okay, this is easy. Is that too boring for you, or do you like a challenge?
No, I love it because they're not very hard, but they're super impressive. And you can you can wow somebody with something that they're like, oh my God, this is fantastic. I never could have done this myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, and that's what you want. You're like, yep, and that's why you come to me. Oh my goodness, that's absolutely fantastic. I think we were showing also this neon skull that you did on a guy, which I've never seen a take on it in that sense. And so that was fun. You guys have probably already seen us play that a little bit. But it's so great, it's so fun. Guys, we are just going to take a quick commercial break, but guess what? When we come back, Kathy's gonna be back here. Here it is up on the screen. Kathy's actually gonna do a a live face paint for us on 2 of her little kiddos. And let me tell you guys, they are the sweetest kids. You're not going to want to miss it. We're just getting started with all the fun here on this Halloween. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, happy Halloween. Welcome back to the AM show. We are still joined with our special guest, Kathy Alexandria, and we are now joined by 2 additional special guests. We have Dominic over here and we have Adrian. Welcome to the show, guys. Hello. And they are going to be our models today, and they are also Kathy's children. Welcome on back. So now we are going to put everything we were talking about prior to the commercial break to the test. We're going to see some of this excellent face painting in action. So why don't you let us know, what are we going to start off with first for Dominic?
So we're gonna stick with his costume, and we're gonna give him a cool like half skeleton on this side.
Oh, why did you want to be a skeleton this year, Dominic?
Because it's very cool, like, because then you can see like your body parts inside and how skeletons look like.
Isn't it so cool? It's so fun. All right, well, let's see it. Let's take it away. Let's see what we're gonna do.
Wow.
Now, you had said that you do a lot of skeletons. And
Yes.
so what is the trick or the tip for people if they're trying to do it at home that you as a professional can give us so that way we get the perfect skeleton look?
I would say follow the client's bone structure. All of the light areas are going to be brought forward in the eyes of whoever's looking, and anything that's dark is going to be taken backwards. So we're going to highlight all of the higher bone areas, like the cheekbones, the forehead, the bridge of the nose. We're going to go under the jawbone a little bit also.
Gotcha. And we're gonna be you're doing a half face, right? A little bit of a half face. And I think that's the fun part about doing skeletons. You can do full. We saw in the previous, you were doing the neon, the glow in the dark, which is also exciting. But how do you keep up to date with the latest trends for Halloween? I know you were talking about the Joker is popular, but do you look into like the techniques prior? Do you get inspired by something? You're like, okay, this year I have to try this. Tell us a little bit about that prior to Halloween.
For me, I'm not really a test this out beforehand kind of person. I'm just like, let's jump in and do it no matter what happens.
Yeah.
So I don't really look up anything.
Okay.
I have people bring their ideas to me, and I'm just like, okay, cool, let's do it.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So it's kind of like on the spot inspiration. Yeah, right? Woo!
Yeah.
There you go. Mom's cool, right? So how is that process working with the client? If they come with like crazy expectations, how are you able to kind of get them to more of like, hey, this is realistically what we can do in this time frame?
Usually for Halloween, it's a little bit easier because when I take the private appointments, we have more time. When I'm at a kid's party, we have like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's simplified here, what I'm doing for him, as opposed to what I would be doing for a Halloween makeup client.
Gotcha.
But if they need more time, we'll book them in for extra time.
Yeah.
Like just this past weekend, I did an event where they were two clients actually, going to a surrealism themed party, and they wanted eyes drawn on their face that had to look realistic.
Yeah.
And that's not gonna take 30 minutes. Yeah. So I had to make sure that we booked in for extra time and set the rate accordingly so that they can get what they envisioned, but still manageable for my schedule.
Yeah, well, and I think that's the thing too. It's just, it's managing the expectations, because if you're not doing this every day and you have an idea, you think, oh, you can do it in 2 seconds. It's like, whoa, hang on a second. I do this for a living. That's not actually how it goes. Not actually how it goes. And also, I haven't commented yet, but your outfit is matching this look as well. Dominic, you and Mom are matching with the skulls today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
right?
just like a skeleton.
Yeah, she's also a skeleton.
She's telling about the skeleton, and Dominic is the skeleton.
Don't you just love when storylines work out like that? It's
Yeah.
wonderful. It's so fun.
It's like a nursery rhyme.
Yes, it's like a nursery rhyme. What's your favorite part about Halloween?
My favorite part about Halloween is that we get to take all the treats.
You get to take all the treats? Yeah?
I love the treats. It's like my favorite.
Yeah, the treats are the best. The treats are yummy. And the face paint isn't half bad. Now, tell us a little bit about the products that you're using right now. These are absolutely stunning colors. We can get actually like a close-up of these in a second because it's like every different shade of the rainbow that you could envision and think of. You're playing with right here. So what specifically are they called? I don't know the terminology, so.
Yeah, they're all professional grade face paints.
Okay.
I use a bunch of different brands. Like a lot of these are Craze and Fusion and Wolf and Tag and Paradise and like they're all amazing. They all work
And
differently for different things.
It's like all of them mixed together in one box.
There you go. Wonderful.
And so I just put them in this palette because they're all a bunch of different brands and I just bring them together so I can choose what colors I like and what works best for what I'm doing.
It's just like adopting like more pets to the family.
Yeah, they
Just
just
getting
come
the
together.
variety there. Gotcha. So what are you working on now with his face here?
So we're just getting some shading down. I
Okay.
laid down a base with a sponge. Turn this way, little buddy. Laid down the base. And we're just getting in some light shading here and there. You can use a drier brush to get this shade without having harsh lines.
Gotcha. I mean,
And-
you did this so fast. That was so fast. I feel
you
like
have to
that's
be
quick, right? Yeah, that was quick. Very quick. Okay, so gotcha. So you're getting the shading in with those darker lines there. Gotcha. And so what are some techniques, other techniques that you would give to people who are doing it, not just for a skeleton, but if you want the makeup to last all day? I mean, obviously, it's probably don't touch your face, right? I'm sure
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
one of them. But
If you're getting face painting,
yeah.
definitely don't wet your face because they're water activated. So that means water will take them off.
Gotcha. Okay, so water will take it, and that includes sweat, of course.
Yes.
So if you're going to a part, I've had my face painted before, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, it was really hot in here, and it starts melting off. But then that gives you another, I guess, Halloween style look, you would say.
Yeah, for
And-
certain things it's okay.
And Dominic also looks like a skeleton like so quickly.
Isn't that
It's
cool?
like amazing work. Amazing work, Mommy. You are the best.
There it is. You brought your
Thank
PR
you,
girl
thank
with
you.
you.
Yeah.
So this is a family affair. Grandma helps with the business side, and you're doing the promos, right?
What?
She's my marketer.
Yeah, she's your marketing girl.
Yeah.
You're helping build Mommy up, right?
Bill.
Yeah, I love that. It's so sweet. Now, do you want to get into face painting when you grow up?
Kinda.
Kinda. Yeah, what do you want to be when you grow up?
But I want to be like a YouTuber.
A YouTuber. There you go. Well, maybe you could do face painting on YouTube. Maybe Mom could help you with that. And speaking of that, how crucial and how important has social media been to growing your business throughout the past few years?
Instagram has been like irreplaceable. That's where most people find me first is on Instagram, and that's what was showing up on Google. Was my personal like paint Instagram.
Yeah.
And Facebook, you know, sometimes, but Facebook I use more to network with other artists.
Okay.
So it also has definitely come in handy. Like hashtags work because I'm terrible at marketing.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Well, you're doing everything else, so I mean,
Yeah.
you can't be doing everything. But no, I mean, that's why it's a job in itself. They have social media managers now for a reason. But I mean, you spoke about how you're in the #3 most Googled right now for Halloween for face painting. That's huge, but that gets you the traction, and then people want to see your work and pull from it. And I think it's wonderful when you're able to get all that stuff out there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have an assistant that I'm having do some of my social media stuff. Like she opened up a TikTok and things for me.
Yeah.
It's not really full of anything yet.
Uh-huh.
But she's young, so she knows how to do the editing and all of the
Yeah.
Get
it all going.
Yeah, the Gen Z things for social media that I have no idea about. She's gonna help me with that.
I love it. I love it. It's perfect. Yes, Adrian.
She's just like your personal little helper.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you need that when you're running a business. Now, the skeleton is coming out real good here, and I think in a second we'll switch over and we're gonna make you into a cat. Is that right? Yeah, you're gonna be a cat. Oh, there you go. You're doing the little fur. Now, you would say that skeletons, they're the number one most requested, but are animals like cats and kittens, are they kind of number 2 there, or?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
They're also very popular at kids' parties. Kittens, butterflies, tigers especially are super popular. But yeah, everything.
Yeah, everything that they want to do. So what were you for Halloween last year?
What was I?
I don't remember.
Oh.
That's
It
a good
was
question.
from Pokemon though.
For Pokemon.
Oh, yes, she was Nurse Joy.
Okay, there you go. That's a lot of fun being able to do that.
I was
Now-
Pikachu.
You were Pikachu, so you guys all got into the Pokemon world. That's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. And I'm just seeing here, Dominic, can you turn your head to the left just a little bit? There we go. Everybody can see what's happening there. Wow, that was really great.
I could spend all day.
Dominic
I'm just gonna
actually
finish with
looks like a part of his face got ripped.
Yes,
They were
And it's
wonderful.
showing a part of his skeleton. Yeah, that's agreed.
There you go.
Okay, let's get some teeth and then you'll be all done.
Nice. Are you feeling like a skeleton now, Dominic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? There it is. Woo! And I'm so impressed right now. You guys saw that just took a few minutes. That came out so well.
That took like 4 minutes.
Yeah, something like that, right?
You like it?
Well, now
That
it's your
was
turn.
so fast.
Yeah.
It felt like to me that it was like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
it felt
it did.
like 1 second.
All right, so now we're gonna move this over here. And what specifically are you gonna be doing now to bring the cat creation to life?
I'm going to make hers a little bit more colorful
Okay.
and lay down a base. Let's see, let's go on the side. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So-
gonna use glitter too.
Glitter. Ooh, we have some glitter right here, which is lots of fun.
She has definitely been a very fun makeup artist.
Your mom? Yeah?
That I've seen.
Yeah. It's really, do you like your skull right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I've never seen an artist do this before.
You've never seen an artist do this before. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's very special.
Very special. Wow, you have some incredible kids here.
This is what I was talking about with my support system.
Yeah.
These guys are them.
Well, I think it all starts from the top. It all starts from you. Oh, so we're doing some rainbow today.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Explain this a little bit.
Rainbow
So,
and black.
I really like these big cakes like this, like these rainbow cakes is what they're
Okay.
called. And they let me put a whole bunch of colors on one sponge or one brush at a time. And that makes it really easy for me to lay down a base.
Gotcha, okay.
Close your eyes and put some glitter.
See, I haven't seen a rainbow kitten before, and I think that's so fun. That's so unique. And are you always just trying to come up with new ways to kind of reinvent in that sense? Like, how do you make a kitten feel new and fun, right?
Yeah, because it gets a little mundane, I guess, doing the same thing over and over and over again. So when I'm at parties, I'll try to do everything a little bit differently. So like, look straight, honey. So if everyone wants a unicorn, we'll do different colors or different types of unicorn. Maybe somebody will have a picture of a unicorn drawn on them instead of like the horn and the ears to turn them into a unicorn.
Gotcha, okay.
So we try to mix it up a little bit.
I love it. That's so fun. Now, have you ever entered into any like Halloween competitions?
I haven't. The only competition I've ever really done was in makeup school.
Okay.
When for our end project, there was, turn this way, there was a competition for body painting, and I won.
Hey, for body painting, wow.
I agree. I would really think that she would win.
Yeah?
Because she is a very unique and very cool artist, what I've seen. So she's very nice to kids, what I've seen so far, like me.
Yeah.
And she is a very nice, creative person that does art. I never seen somebody like this before.
Thank you, buddy.
Wow, that was so kind. That was so sweet.
My mom is always like very festive and like very artistic. And one time when she did a henna tattoo, it was like amazing, so artistic.
Wow, the henna tattoos, they're cool, right?
Yeah,
I wanted a cat.
that
and
looks
she
so good.
Actually did
Yeah.
so
The
amazing.
henna tattoos at my school.
Yeah.
For a special day.
Yeah. Now, do you want to be an artist, Dominic, when you grow up?
I want to be a balloon artist
A balloon artist? What is it about balloons that you love so much, Dominic?
because I want to help my mom in doing balloons, and because I want to help her with something because she's maybe alone and she has to do everything quickly. So I want to be there to help her and raise her business.
Oh, there you go, Dominic. I think that that's exactly what you guys should do. This is such a fun family affair. You guys, wow, look at how this is coming out. I think that's great. You want to support your mom. High five to that, right?
Meow.
There you go. Meow, there it is. Wow, this look is really coming together quickly. And so I'm noticing that once you start doing the outlines with the black, that's when a lot of it just starts to come together.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
black makes everything pop.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like much, didn't it say? Before you have the outlines and everything, when you just have the base, but you have to trust the process.
Yeah.
And then once this, and then the highlights on top, it's just all comes together.
And then it's golden. It's good to go there. And you're really able to do that transformation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it really makes it pop and it really makes it look nice considered what I'm seeing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that what you're thinking right now?
Yes, it
your
looks
expert
very
opinion.
nice.
Turn this
When
way.
I'm looking at it, it looks like it is a great drawing. Like she also draws nice pictures with drawings. On my homework, she said, "Can you draw me a little flower, please?" And she did so great.
Oh, does that make you really happy when mom draws you stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah, she's talented, huh? You know what? I think that there needs to be a face painting competition, and I think you need to be one of the judges on it. How would that go?
Great.
Yeah?
I feel like
you
it
as
would
well.
go like a good.
Yeah? Would go well?
When
Yeah.
my mom get to the competition, I would literally just say, "Mommy won."
Mommy wins? There you go.
Instantly when she walks into the room.
There you go. Well, from what I'm seeing, I agree with that as well. We're getting the kitten look. We can get a little zoom in on this here because it is all coming together right now. You're right. You're doing that little highlight of the pink in there. And this is so fun because I love the fact that you said that you learned a lot of stuff in your early career by just going on YouTube. And I think that's the thing. It's that you don't have to pay really expensive universities, colleges to kind of learn some of these fun techniques. And I think your story is it's one of that in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Like just if you have the passion for it and you've had the desire for it, then it's great. So do you feel like this is a job for you
Yeah.
or no?
I feel like this is it.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
Because I've always been very indecisive and hopping and jumping from things all over the place.
You were born to do this.
Yeah,
You
there
were
you
actually born to do this.
go. Amazing.
You were also like born to do this with a lot of excitement, and I like what you're doing here based on what I'm seeing because it's really artistic. Because this is one of the most creative makeup artist I've seen in the world.
Wow. Well, you brought your PR team. These looks have come together so beautifully. We just wanted to thank you guys so much for coming here, for being on the show. Thank you to Dominic, to Adrian, and of course to you, Kathy, so much for being here. Guys, look at these looks. It did not take that much time. So Kathy, can you just let us know once again if people want to reach out to you? We have your socials down here, but do they just have to reach out online and that's it?
Yeah, either DM on Instagram, my personal Instagram, or the business Instagram, or to the website, thecelebrationists.nyc.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. We will be right back, guys, with more fun on this Halloween. Woo! Good job, PR guys.